Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are focused on a Golgari aggro deck, which is an incredibly powerful and aggressive deck featuring cards from both the black and the green categories. Does this deck have what it takes to be a winner? Yes, it does. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, 1/16th Phyrexian Zombie Elf, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed before live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, off of their, let's see what they call it here, latest standard metagame decks from MTG Arena. And here's the deal. So, you know, the new set comes out, Wilds of Eldraine. I think one of the first things I tried to play was a good Golgari deck. The reason why is because even before that, I was looking for a good Golgari deck. And of course, you know, there's the good Golgari deck that's Glissa and Liliana and Sheoldred and a little Tear Asunder action there. That's fine. But when you Wild of Eldraine comes out, it's like I want to see some new cards in there. I tried playing like 2 or 3 different decks in the last, whatever it's been, week or something. And nothing's worked out well. So this one shows it has like a 64% win rate. So I'm thinking, yes, let's go and try this one out and see if we finally got a decent deck that is really awesome before everyone's playing it and it becomes boring and stupid. So I'm hoping this is it. Here's Golgari aggro. The big thing about it is it had the word aggro in it, and I'm a big fan of aggro decks. My inner goblin loves them. So I'm hoping this one has everything that I need to be able to win with and have some fun. All right, so what we're going to do is very quickly, we're going to pound through what these cards do, and then we're going to take a just kind of guess at what this deck does altogether, synergistically, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. First off, we got what? Creature kill. Then we got hand hate and creature kill. We got a dude that he can come back from the graveyard and draw you a card. This guy, he can't be killed, essentially. You draw a card and then put him out, then he dies, at which point you could then draw a card and then put him back out. He's cheap and like a skeleton. He's fantastic that way. This is anything kill. I mean, it starts off as artifact and enchantment kill for a little bit extra, little bit. It's everything kill. This guy rips apart graveyards. This guy rips apart graveyards and throws out rat babies. Liliana rips apart dudes, forces people to discard. And Super Saiyan ability is separate all your stuff or their stuff into 2 piles, and they can pick whichever one they want to get rid of. Glissa has First Strike and Death Touch, which is, those are 2 great flavors that should never be together. She's got them, because nothing can beat it, right? Except for direct creature removal. But whenever she deals combat damage to a player, she gets a Swiss Army knife of stuff that she gets to do. All of them pretty decent. Sheoldred punishes people for drawing a card and rewards you for drawing a card. Blossoming Tortoise, every time it comes into the battlefield or attacks, you mill 3 cards and then return a land from your graveyard tap. So this one is a guaranteed land every turn once it comes out, as long as you're attacking with it. All activated abilities of your lands cost 1 less, which means you can make your man lands attack for a lot less. Like, let's give you one. Restless Cottage requires 4 mana. To be able to make it into an attacker, you could do it for 3 if you had Blossoming Tortoise out. If you had 2 of them out, it would only cost you 2. You can't do any less than that because the other 2 are colored. Always got Fade from History. Each player who controls an artifact or enchantment creates a 2/2 green bear. Then destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Suck it, everything else. And Virtue of Persistent. It's creature kill, a little bit of life gain. And if you get up to 7... then you get that ability where at the beginning of your upkeep, target creature from a graveyard, not just yours, anybody's, comes back from the battlefield under your control. So that's when you just get to do whatever you want and you win. because you're super awesome. Other than that, we got a nice collection of man lands. We got Mishra's Foundry and Restless Cottage. We got some pain lands and some fast lands after you get at least 2 other lands in play. Kamigawa lands, one for disenchanting, one for returning things from your graveyard. That sounds totally good. So what are we going to do with this? We're going to mess with our opponent's hand a lot, or a little bit, just a little bit. We're going to rip apart their graveyard a lot, kill a bunch of their creatures. We have the ability to do awful things to enchantments, I'll tell you that. And we'll guarantee ourselves a certain amount of card draw, which should rocket us into Virtue of Persistence range as quickly as possible, guaranteeing us then pulling things back from the graveyard. As long as they're not exiling our stuff and we're not spending too much time exiling their stuff, which we will be doing, then we'll have a lot to pick from when it comes to Virtue of Persistence. All right, so that's it. Let's go do some damage. Before we do, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as I attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and hear the lamentation of the women. All right, we're going against Soul Assassin. Because you said ass twice. Keep. Alright, so Duress would be great to go first, but we got nothing but slow black mana, so we'll play that first. We could kill something if we got nothing better to do. We can go for their hand, little hand hate. Hopefully we'll be able to pull 3rd mana here pretty soon. Non-creature, non-land. Oh, Jesus, people. He's playing Angels. Not bad. Orzhov Angels. That's who we're going to kill, though. Okay, good. We'll use this one. It's even easier then. We'll play that game. All right, death. He's at 3 mana. Got his first blackout. That's not so bad. Let's Sewer King and we can get some rats going. Start taking out some angels. I like that. Alright, I played with the tortoise earlier. I was actually afraid of milling myself. That's kind of a problem. Jerk. Alright, but he's got nothing but creature kill up there. So I guess we just have to expect it. In your face! No matter what we put out, it's going to get killed. So I'll probably put out some turtles or something. Let him kill those off, and then we can start. Alright, land, you can do it. No attacks. What does this guy do? Vigilance and flying. Alright. As long as it's not life gain, I don't really care. Alright, one of them's gone. Alright, so that guy's got vigilance. That sucks for us. I could have tricked him by sending the rat in. I kind of need to pretend like it's something we're going to do. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you get an attack out of the turtle, we'll be able to get a 7th land. Let's start virtuing. What does it think I'm going to do here? Alright, the good news is we can start, Sheoldred at this point. Hopefully he's got rid of all his creature kill. Moo! This guy's just playing super hard on creature kill. In your face, Jellybean Princess. Alright, there's Glissa. Her name is Glissa, and she's walking in the rain. This guy's not going to kill Glissa. He's not going to kill Sheoldred. Still want to get that 7th mana. That'll make things pretty sweet. There it is. Oh, not you. And, I think we're good. I don't want to put Liliana yet. You're just killing creatures doesn't give you a win. What you're not going to be able to keep up with is the virtue of persistence. That's what you're not going to be able to do. Alright, another turtle. Turtle says, "Bah!" Alright, my next thing I do is going to piss him off to no end. Let's go. Here we go. Alright, so down to 6. We are rocking this so hard. Alright, what can we do about that? Cut down -3, that's fine. He's got nothing to go after that way. Let's just go ahead and do it anyway. Each player discards a card. I don't really need a land anymore. And Virtue of Persistence is going to do it for us. Let's make this even sweeter. Give this one lifelink. That's who we'll go after. I mean, he's got it. He's only got 6 life left. He can't let the 3s through. He can't go after Glissa. He's got to go after Drana. There you are. And that's how she's dead. Alright, 2 creatures per turn now. Yeah, I know. That's pretty over the top. Victory! Alright, we're playing against Sinner, 098. Deep. Yeah, I'll look at this. Okay, that way that guy can potentially be a threat earlier, like next turn potentially if I wanted it to be. Death. Alright, if I put out Glissa now, I'll tell you, we're just going to out the Graveyard Trespasser so we can rip apart the Tenacious D. And if he shoots it, he'll have to lose another card in doing so. Let's see what he's willing to do. Is he willing to trade off here? Yep. Alright, so he's playing mono black. Should I do it now? I mean, I'd lose 3 lands out of the deal. I've got a bunch more. No, I'm not in a hurry. We'll see if we can get ourselves a decent creature kill. The problem is I'm still going to be dealing 3 points of damage to the Obliterator. Fine. All right, it's all on you, Glissa. It's all on you. One turn too late. That's where I go for the throat. I just had no faith, man. Alright, Tear Asunder. That's another great card. There's somebody for me to Tear Asunder. Not enough, though. I gotta get that other card out there. That's fine. All in. Another Glissa, alright. I'm looking forward to the little Graveyard Trespasser. That ought to be super cool. That guy. 2 of them, huh? Nice. Let's get rid of that guy. What does this take? 4? Do I think we're bringing back here? It's Trespasser, potentially. Don't have to worry about it. We win! Victory! And we're playing against Ume Boy 49. Whatever an Ume means, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, keep. Ooh, Lord Skitter. I'm a big fan of that. I mean, very much like Graveyard Trespasser. Not quite as powerful. But still, you get all those rats, which is pretty cool. A lot like the zombie guy. Hey there, Cubert. Here's some Energon cubes for you. Have a good time. Start off with our cottage. I think it's expensive at 4 for a manland. Alright, playing against Mono Black again. Let's try Tenacious D. This guy's a good creature kill bait because you can always bring him back from your graveyard. These 2 graveyard impiers aren't going to do much good against somebody who doesn't have anything in their graveyard yet. Blitz! Take your vengeance there, Tenacious D. Take your vengeance. Draw me a card. I lured her over to my side. Welcome to the jungle, baby. Death! Alright, let's go do some evil. Try and get rid of little boy creature destruction. I'm going to keep those lands open so that way I can go for the throat on somebody else. I'd like it if he sent his man land after me and I could just kill it. You want to waste 2 cards? Discard it. And we win! In your face, Sonny Jim. Victory! Alright, playing against duguesclin. Duguesclin. Keep. What are we playing here? Painland. This hurts me to say it, but I need to see your hand. This guy's playing some evil crap on us here. Boy, I gotta play Painlands like crazy. That's just not right. Does this guy have a game? Each player sacrifices 2 creatures? That's not cool. Yeah, I think I'll just chill out with what I got. This guy can afford a sacrifice. These other guys, not so much. All in. That's another self-recursion guy. Hard to put him out. I can just play him again. I can tear that guy asunder. That'll be cool. I think it caused all my damage so far. I'll attack! Alright, he's down to 11, which means we got 3 strikes on him. Oh, he's just shooting it up for life at this point. You think he'll go for it? You gonna give it up for that? I mean, I gotta go for the throat at some point. I guess I can play it both next turn. Glissa. He's got the white. He could just lay the board out. If I keep my guys on the light side, he doesn't want to play his big board wipes. You got to give one of them up, though. I mean, that's the problem. Is I'm not going for your bait. Ooh, that's not cool. What do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only do one of these guys at a time, but they're 4/4s. That's not bad at all. And we'll get rid of creatures. And let's put out single. All right, it's just life here. You gonna come at me with your 1/4? This is the end. So it is, my friend. All right, I'm going to... Let's get this guy out again. Oh, we're playing that, huh? Look who's back. I'm going to have to chow down on some good stuff here. Just get my life up. Well, that's not good. Alright, so I could definitely get... Let's just do that. Do I have another 4? Alright, is that... No math! Unfortunately, I did it. It was 10. And we win! In your face with surprise guys from the back bench. Victory! Alright, playing against Chief Smash. Chief Smash! Chief Smash! Keep. Alright. Alright, so this is a 2. Let's see what this guy's playing here. Swamps. Is that sorcery? Alright. Let's just eat it now then. I don't like when those guys beef up and they start punching me. Alright, that's it for our ability to affect creatures. We're playing against mono black again, apparently. What I gotta do is get out the Sewer Lord Skitter so I can chew up his Tenacious D. Tenacious D. Yeah, the only problem with Lord Skitter and Virtue of Persistence is that I'm not able to pull dudes out of exile. That's fine. We'll just go for it. I mean, he's gaining 3 per turn. We just got to keep the hemorrhage from stopping. Can't do anything with the rat. He's not a blocker. Got his own guy out. Really, the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger is more than we can handle at the moment. I think that we are going to have to flood the field is what we're going to have to do. And no attacks. This guy's got black life gain coming out the wazoo. But then again, where else would it come out of? What I really need is to get my own dude back. One, two, three, four, five, six. One more land. And we're rocking with Dawkin. No attacks. So let's go kill something. How's that sound? I shouldn't have done that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Might as well. I should have sent in all my rats. Oh, and we win anyway. In your face, sheep smash. Smash, smash, patchouli dash. Victory. Alright, so here's Golgari aggro. Let me tell you, when I first picked this deck up, it said it had like a 64% win rate. And I thought, yeah, you know, I'm looking for a good Golgari deck. It said Golgari aggro. I like Golgari. I like aggro. 64% sounds pretty decent. Let's see if we can actually make this one win. I have not had good luck with Golgari decks. I tried it like the first day when Wilds of Eldraine came out. I've tried it a few times since then. None of the decks have worked very well. This deck, 100%. 100% win rate, which makes me wonder why did it do so well for me? Well, it's probably just dumb luck, but also, as I like to say, it's not the best decks, it's the best decks for you. And it could just be that this is one of those decks that was made for me. And other people don't do as well, but for me, this is a fantastic super deck that I can't do anything but win with. All right, so taking a look at this deck, who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? I think it was Glissa. That was one I was always looking forward to. I can tell you when Glissa comes out against me, man, I hate it. I hate it big time. First Strike and Death Touch is just such a horrible, horrible combo that you just can't do anything against it. Nothing. All you could do is try to just shoot her with a lightning strike or take her out with a go for the throat or something like that. Because she's over the top of cut down. You just got to hope you have some sort of creature removal because creature fighting is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And plus she's got all those Swiss Army Knife abilities which allow me to draw a card, destroy enchantments, remove counters from target permanents. I mean, Glissa is just packing it there. Everything the other one I really love is Virtue of Persistence. I am so in love with this card. I love the fact that you can play it for 2 and you can get rid of some of those early guys. It's pretty much the same as like Cut Down in my throat. You're going up those, except for, it kills things with 3 for defense, right? No problem. And you gain 2 light of the deal. And then it's just the persistence here is waiting until 7. That's the hard part. But I gotta tell you, Blossoming Tortoise is a fantastic mana ramp. He just cracks out the ramp, just every single turn. Mana, mana, mana. I'm afraid of milling myself. I totally am. But still, yeah, that's a really nice combo. Blossoming Tortoise, not really much of a combo. He's just a ramper. He just ramps like crazy. I think I saw something where maybe it was in Historic or something, that Blossoming Tortoise and one of the other cards causes an infinite combo. But, I'm not sure. I don't think it's in Standard, so that's fine. The card we never played with is Fade from History. I don't even know if this is good or not. So, whatevs, man. You'll have to make up your own mind. All right, so MVP was Glissa the Sunslayer. Congratulations. You're going to Disneyland. Let's talk about this. Was this deck competitive? Well, yeah. I mean, on the Aether Hub, it was 64%. So, therefore, that makes it into a competitive deck. Definitely, you see things that are in the Platinum Mythic, they get that same kind of win rate. But even more so, my personal play on it has this thing at 100%. So I think this deck is fantastic and has a colossal ability to win rate. Thing is, I did not play against Mono Red, but I did take out Mono Black like a bunch. In fact, I teamed to play against Black like almost all the time. It was little Orzhov, little Golgari, Mono Black. Yeah, that looks like about it. Let me see what's in this lower section here. Yeah, Mono White, Mono Black. But still, we took it out. The only thing we didn't go against was Mono Blue. I think I went up against Green once, and they gave up almost immediately once I got Glissa out. So, yeah, this deck is rocking it hardcore. Big time. Let's see. Was this deck fun? And the answer was, yeah, absolutely it was fun. I did enjoy the creature removal we had between Cut Down, Go for Throat, Tear Asunder, Liliana. The other thing I found to be really cool was I just really like Lord Skitter. I don't like the fact that he's legendary. That's the biggest problem with him. Because Graveyard Trespasser is pretty much the same card. Except for you can put out as many Graveyard Trespassers as you want. Lord Skitter, only one. Of course, it starts making all those rat babies for you, which is what I really like about it. And it rips apart graveyards. And it doesn't need to attack to do it, which Graveyard Trespasser does. I still think Graveyard Trespasser gets the edge. It's a better card just because of like the ward ability and everything, and the fact that it can wolf out and become a 4/4 and gets even better, graveyard killing abilities as a werewolf. But Lord Skitter is really hard to turn down. I think that that they play well with each other. In fact, there's only maybe two in there. Yeah, that's a good balance there. Yeah, like I say, the one card I was the most concerned with is just Blossoming Tortoise, just because I was afraid I was going to mill myself at one point. Just because every time it enters the battlefield or attacks, you mill 3 cards. And that's rough. That's rough. You do it enough. Luckily, this became such a big hassle to my opponents that they just killed it for me. I kind of appreciated that. But still, fun deck because there's a lot to do early on. You're kind of messing with people. You're taking stuff out. You got a bunch of cheap dudes. It's some good fights going on. And these are not just bad cheap dudes. These are good cheap dudes. You get a 3/2 for 2 and you keep bringing them back from the graveyard. This guy is another 3/2 with trample for 2. I mean, and he can come back from the graveyard as well. And he's cheaper than the other guy. Way cheaper. I think you have to play the adventure first, and then he comes back again. So I guess it costs 4 altogether. But still, I mean, whatever. That costs 4 to put Tenacious Underdog out, and you have to pay 2 life. So, yeah, these guys are also very copacetic to each other. All right, was this deck interesting? So I'm gonna say yes, just because I've been waiting for a decent Golgari deck that has a bunch of Wilds of Eldraine in it. And this is going to have a bunch. Let's just see. We got Virtual Persistence, Blossoming Tortoise, we got Lord Skitter, and the Mosswood Dreadknight. That's a pretty decent run of cards from the new set. So I'd say, yeah, this is an interesting deck, mostly made up because it's made of new cards. Yeah, it's because it's not tribal. There's not really a strong theme amongst the cards we're playing. It's not like Domain or something. It's just like a Swiss Army knife kind of deck. It has the same feel as like a mono black deck, except for you get the extra kind of power that green brings. What is that power? It's, well, Glissa, who, just has all those extra abilities that she has. This guy's ramp. This guy, wants to be in a Golgari deck like crazy. Still, I mean, like I said, he's very much like Tenacious D. Draw a card, lose 1 life. This guy's draw a card, lose 2 life kind of situation. So this is very much like a mono black deck. Just a hint of green. And even the green that is in here seems very mono blacky to a certain degree. Yeah, that's what I gotta say. So, is it interesting? It's interesting because it's new. Let's put it that way. I think another, month from now, not so interesting. It'll be a boring cliche deck. Everybody plays. I gotta say, Lord Skitter is really interesting. I think his theming is strong. I would love to see, I played a rat deck. It didn't do very well. So I don't know. I'd like to see a deck that focuses on him more. Dear Lord Skitter, who dwells within the black chambers of my heart. Yeah, maybe. He's not as cool as Toxrill, but he's getting there. He's to a certain degree. All right, so let's add that up. Was this deck competitive? Absolutely. Was this deck fun? Absolutely. Was this deck interesting? Somewhat. All right, so that last thing's what's going to ding it down a little bit. We're going to give this one a solid A. So other than the fact that the cards don't really have any great synergy, there's nothing really interesting story-wise or tribal-wise with it. So therefore, it's just a fun deck that's going to win a lot of games for you. And I think for most people, that's all it needs to be. That's all you had to say. All right, so straight A deck. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.